All right, so today we're diving into a really interesting puzzle. It's pieced together from two worlds that honestly couldn't be more different: Gothic rock anthems and a search for ancient aliens. I know, it sounds a little out there, but trust me, the way they connect is what makes this so cool. Yeah, it sounds like the setup to a strange joke, right? A Gothic rock song and an ancient alien theory. What could they possibly have in common? Well, the answer actually tells us something really surprising about how we're starting to find meaning in this digital world of ours. So let's look at the first piece of this puzzle. It comes from the world of music, specifically the really intense and poetic lyrics of the song Killing Loneliness by the Finnish band Him. Let's dig into what this song is all about. I mean, right off the bat, with the venomous kiss you gave me, I'm killing loneliness. A venomous kiss? Think about that. It's such a powerful idea. The very thing that could poison you, that could destroy you, is also the thing that's saving you. This is definitely not your typical sweet love story. We're talking about a love that's dangerous, that's totally all consuming. And then it gets even more intense. Turn my heart into a tomb. Wow, that line just gives you a sense of total finality, doesn't it? It's like, this love is so huge, it's like a death and a burial of who you used to be. Your heart isn't just broken, it's literally a tomb. It's incredibly bleak for sure, but, you know, also super romantic in that classic Gothic rock kind of way. And check this out, the imagery gets almost religious here. Nailed to a cross together as solitude begs us to stay. They're not just a couple, they're like martyrs, joined together in this epic struggle against loneliness. It really raises the stakes, making it feel like a battle they absolutely have to fight side by side. Okay, so if we put all that together, what do we have? The song is basically about this crushing, overwhelming loneliness that's being defeated by a love that is, well, both a salvation and a kind of poison. It's full of this big, dramatic, mythological language: venom, tombs, crosses, all to describe a super intense emotional state. So just hang on to those themes for a second. All right, now let's completely switch gears. We're leaving the world of Gothic romance behind and jumping into the second piece of our puzzle. And this one, well, it comes from a totally different universe of ideas. So this is the actual note that kicked this whole thing off. Someone just typed in Anunnaki people and got this weird message back about a correlation. You can almost feel their surprise, right? Huh, I'll try it again. It's that moment of discovery. So what on earth were they looking for? The Anunnaki. Okay, so for anyone who's not familiar, these are deities from way back in ancient Mesopotamian cultures. But in more modern theories, especially the kind you find online, they've been completely reinterpreted. The idea is that they were actually extraterrestrial beings, ancient astronauts, who came to Earth thousands of years ago and were treated like gods by early humans. A very, very different kind of mythology than what we heard in the song, right? And that brings us right back to the big question. On one hand, you have this dark, romantic song about a venomous kiss. On the other, you've got a search query about ancient aliens. The gap between these two things feels huge. So how could they possibly be connected? Well, the link wasn't found in some old history book or music magazine. Nope, it was found by a machine. And this is where the story gets really, really interesting. The thing that connected these two totally separate ideas is an AI tool called Notebook LM. This is the correlation engine that popped up in that user's note. Basically, it's designed to read whatever you feed it, understand it, and, this is the key part, find hidden connections between the different pieces of information. And how it happened was actually super simple. The user just gave the AI two things. First, the lyrics to Killing Loneliness, and second, their search about the Anunnaki. And then the AI just did its thing. It analyzed both of them, looked for patterns, and then pinged the user with that surprising connection. And this is really the heart of it all. The AI wasn't just doing a simple keyword search, it was digging deeper. It found a thematic link. See, both the song and the theory are about these incredibly powerful, almost supernatural forces that offer some kind of salvation. In one, it's a love so intense it feels godlike. In the other, it's literal gods, or aliens, coming down from the sky. It's a strange little echo of meaning that, a person might just scroll right past. So you might be thinking, okay, that's a neat little internet story, but the implications here are actually way bigger. This whole thing points to a completely new way that we can interact with information. Really, the big takeaway is that we're stepping into a time where AI can be like a creative partner for us.
These tools can sift through enormous amounts of stuff. We're talking song lyrics, old books, research papers, you name it, and point out connections we would never, ever see on our own. It's like having a brand new lens to look at the world, one that can help us find meaning in places we wouldn't even have thought to look before.
And all of that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on, right? When an AI makes a connection between something like Gothic rock and ancient aliens, is it actually uncovering some hidden truth about how we humans express ourselves? Or is it just giving us cool new building blocks to create our own modern myths and stories? Honestly, that's a question we're all going to have to figure out.